This is Matt from soundrolling.com. Today I'm showing you Wave Agent from Sound Devices. It's free to download, so add it to your applications. It's a really useful plugin, especially for metadata and things like that. I'll just drag in 3 random files, and we can see how they're all used. So obviously we have the name of the file, the channels. So this is a poly file of 2 channels, basically making it stereo. Now, when you use a recorder like a 664, 788, etc., the scene and take will come up as well. The start time code will come up as well, length, that's date that it was created. You can choose to circle it or make it a wild by doing it down here for the circle to wild. Again, you can enter all this information and save it. So you can save it by project, by tape, etc. Remember to press the save button down here and it'll say updating file. Usually if you change something like the frame rate, it'll say, are you definitely sure? Because obviously if you need to adjust the frame rate, say you recorded at 24 and you need it to be 23.97 for some reason, you can always do that and just press save. And do you want to continue? Okay. It'll update the file and save it. Now you're saving all this data directly onto the actual file where it's saved. So make sure that if you want to make a copy of anything before you change metadata, feel free to do that. You can preserve things like timecode, you can sort them a million different ways, and probably the most useful is notes, because you can obviously enter in your metadata the types of shots, etc., etc., etc. And if you need to split down poly files into individual files, just use the split and combine. So this will split a poly into obviously track 1 being file 1, file 2, yada yada yada. So obviously 2 files would come out of this 2-channel poly. And we can combine audio to obviously make it a poly file again, which basically does the reverse. There's not much else really, apart from once you've entered all this detail, or all these details, sorry, you're able to create a report, and you can include whatever you like in that report. I would put notes into row format because then they appear below. So I'll just save a rough draft of this so you can see desktop, yada yada yada, desktop, draft, and opening up. So this is what it looks like. So you can see that the notes, again being in row format, you can see all these details. This is saved from a previous project, so the Forbidden Note project. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you have any more questions, go to soundrolling.com. There's a blog that obviously accompanies this. Yeah, have fun.